It smells like football in the air. Let's see who is really here. Week 1. Rob Watson left. He was here. Mike is in the building. Member extraordinaire. Eric the Great was here. Jix is here. Drew GG is here. James Mitchell is back. Broadcast left me. I don't know where he's been for the past 72 months. I don't know, but he's back. Django's in the building. Lovey Marie. Harry Williams is back from yesterday. Eric the Great. How are we doing? Robert the Leaf. I haven't seen Robert in a while. But how are you? Let's go. Aiden. How are we doing? It is Sunday. 3 o'clock. Browns. Cowboys. The NFL is here. Finally, all the preseason talk can stop. All of the rumors can stop because we have action. Jean is back like she never left. Jeannie, not Jean, read it right. Jeannie, you got to go to work. Get that money. Put a 1 in the chat if you are ready for some football, or put a 2 if you're not. If I see any 2s in the chat, we are going to have a discussion. Connor's back. Cincinnati's losing versus New England. I wonder if their fans are jumping off a cliff. It's game day. Dallas, Cleveland, 4:25 p.m. on Fox. Austin's back. Where have you been, Austin? Where have you been? Cool Jedi, where have you been? I see 1s in the chat. I better see 1s. AAA, how are you? Jack Conklin, questionable. Jedrick Wills, out. Laser, here. Django, having wings and celery. Let's get into it. We are talking about the highest paid quarterback in NFL history. Dak Prescott, the highest paid NFL quarterback in the history of our sport. I'm not lying. This is a fact. The largest contract in history, going against the most hated quarterback in NFL history, Deshaun Watson, at 4:25 p.m. Members coming in. Let me stop my music because we got to get serious now. Music, be quiet. Members are coming in. Thank you, Django. Thank you, AAA. 29 and 27 months. Django, $10 donation. Thank you so much. Question number 1. Who has more pressure to win today? Is it Dak Prescott, highest paid quarterback in the league, or is it Deshaun Watson? We all know the story about Deshaun Watson. We don't have to regurgitate the off-the-field stuff. We're going to leave that in the past. We're going to talk strictly football. Who has the most pressure to win today? Week 1, NFL on Fox. Dak Prescott. We could say the NFL's America's team. Dak Prescott, now the highest paid quarterback in NFL history. $231 million guaranteed contract. 4-year extension. $260 million extension. Putting him to the top of the pecking order. That is Dak Prescott's resume. Never been to an NFC title game. Bounced by the Packers last year in the playoffs. Or is it Deshaun Watson? We all know hasn't really played too many games for the Browns. Injured throughout his tenure so far. Hasn't played 17 straight games. Hasn't played a full season. Last time we seen him in a uniform with the Browns, he had one of the best second halves that we have seen come from a player in a Browns uniform. Injured shoulder, ankle injury, 14 for 14 against the Raisins. Who are the Raisins? The California Raisins? No, the Baltimore Ravens. Who has that pressure? Put it in the chat. Let's see. Watson easily if he doesn't win. People are coming from his head. Watson, Robert Leaf, 28 months. Without a doubt, DW4, use your new toy for that question. I could have. I didn't think about it. Too late now. Dag nabbit. Thank you, Lovey. Laser. Hopefully Watson's father passing away doesn't affect his way he plays. Good point, Jix. Prayers for Watson. His father passed away recently. At this point, I would put them even, but I think our new guys will step up. So the whole chat is saying Deshaun Watson. There is a new voting thing that I'm using during watch parties. If you haven't been to our Ohio State watch parties, Laser, YouTube has a new tool where I can use polls to vote. So the chat is agreeing. Everybody has said Deshaun Watson has more pressure than Dak Prescott to win this game. And I agree. Because a lot of people just don't like Deshaun Watson, and it has nothing to do with football. He could eat Frosted Flakes, and people will be mad. They will be upset because he ate cereal. But Deshaun Watson has the most pressure to win this football game. And it's not even close. Deshaun Watson right now needs to win this football game because fans will come out in droves. Fans of the Cleveland Browns, fans of the Houston Texans, fans of the Green Bay Packers, fans of the Minnesota Vikings, fans of the Los Angeles Angels, the Anaheim Angels, the Boston Red Sox. It doesn't matter of a fan of who, they will come after Deshaun Watson if he doesn't win. Because people just don't like Deshaun Watson. If Dak Prescott loses, yeah, it'll be on the national media for about a couple of days, and then they'll move on. But if Deshaun Watson loses, and it's his fault, they're coming for his head, ladies and gentlemen, whether warranted or not. Now, if it's a back and forth game, and Dallas has the ball last, and Watson balls out, then hey, maybe they won't come for him so much. But if it's his fault why the Browns lose, woo, I hope he stays off social media. So I agree that it's Deshaun Watson that has the most pressure to win this singular football game. Because for 1 week, he has pushed off the pressure until week 2 to win another football game. But Dak Prescott, I don't think his pressure starts until the playoffs. That's when the pressure cooks up for him because he's done it in the regular season. That's not the problem for Dak. His problem is playoff time, winning in the playoffs. That's when it comes for Dak. But for Deshaun, he has to win this football game. He has to be the reason to win this football game. I agree. At this point, I would put them even. I read that one. Watson is being charged with bank robbery. Harry, why don't you like Deshaun Watson? Why? He didn't rob a bank. He didn't force anybody to sign him. What did he do to you, Harry? Did he beat you in Call of Duty? What did he do to you? Conklin's out. Conklin too? Oh, boy. Miles is on Facebook. Doing what? Why is he not warming up? We need to win a game. What is he doing on Facebook? You're absolutely correct, Corey. I'm hoping he has a great game so he can shut up all the haters. I don't feel like seeing Justin Fields in black and yellow. Me either. It hurts my soul. He has to win, and he has to look good doing it. Not that I agree with that, but even the national media will go after him. They will. Watson better start throwing it to Njoku. You called him Njoku? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Brandy? The Bird kicked the field goal to go at 5. They're winning by 5. So that's what I think. He is under pressure. The most pressure of any NFL quarterback that I can remember. If you know one, type it in the chat for a regular season football game. One football game, week 1. I think he has the most pressure that I can remember because people like Harry just hate him for no reason. They did nothing to them. Nothing. What up, Cool Breeze? It's fine, Stonehands. No, I was happy, Brandy. Please call him Njoku. You woke up in a happy mood today. I love it. Thank you. So, just remember, ladies and gentlemen, 425, Dallas at Cleveland, Fox, Tom Brady's debut on Fox. I know everybody's making a big deal out of it.
Dog check. Dog check.
What up, James?
Dog check.
Atlanta gave up a TD. It's his debut, ladies and gentlemen. Tom Brady, Fox, Browns, Cowboys. So how do we stop Parsons? We're going to talk about him a little later when we get to the game preview. We're going to talk about Micah Parsons. Scares me. So, speaking of Deshaun Watson, speaking of this week 1, Cowboys, Browns, what are expectations and what do realistic expectations look like? Micah Parsons on the other end going against Hudson, a backup. Conklin is out. Who told me that? Thank you for that news. What are realistic expectations for Deshaun Watson? Realistic expectations. We have seen now the first half of some games today. Joe Burrow coming out, not looking too good. We seen, that was the wrong button. Where's Tweet Pat, by the way? We have seen Patrick Mahomes come out and play his first game. Lamar Jackson come out and play his first game. Jordan Love. We have seen what these quarterbacks have looked like. Patrick Mahomes, 200-plus yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I think Lamar Jackson had 276 yards and a touchdown. So, what does it realistically look like for Deshaun Watson this week? Realistic expectations in your eyes. If it's realistic today, what does it look like for him? His numbers, TD to interception ratio. Let me know in the chat. Put it in your comments. Tight end swing block, RB pass pro. What up, Bigfoot? 2024 season, no excuse season. I'm with you, Gmail. A realistic expectation is a win. And Watson looking decent, like 2 touchdowns. 8 and 9. So if we had a bad season, do heads roll? I think so. A realistic expectation as a team, close game, but eliminated in the second round of the playoff. Realistic expectations are penalties resulting in the offense operating behind missed throw routes. That's it. Season over. We need Josh Dobbs. 175 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. What up, Skinner? Mora, I want to see a team that works together to kick the Cowboys back to Dallas. Browns 20-17. So I've seen, regarding Deshaun Watson, 175 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. A close game. I see 225 yards passing, 45 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns total, no interceptions. TJ Watt with 2 strip sacks. Okay. Why do all sports reporters have the Browns last? That's an agenda to me. Rust, 180 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and 1 fumble. The run game needs to do a good job today. We can't go in there and ask Watson to throw 40-plus attempts. I agree with that. What up, Saray? You know the offense is going to hold a lot. 250 yards, 2 passing TDs, and no turnovers. I see some pretty good realistic numbers in here. From what I've seen some quarterbacks today, those look like some pretty good numbers. How you doing, Scott Simmons? I'm glad I didn't see any like 375 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, because that's not realistic. So my realistic expectations for Deshaun Watson is, first of all, somebody brought up Micah Parsons. How are we going to stop Micah Parsons? Backup tackles. That sucks, first of all. He may be running for his life, number one. Number two, which brought up a very good point, you got to get the run game going, establish it somehow. Brandy, don't have 5 wide by Kevin Stefanski, okay, the first play of the game. But I do believe in looking at a Patrick Mahomes, at a Joe Burrow, I was watching the first half of that game, looking at a Lamar Jackson, looking at Jalen Hurts and Jordan Love, how they were playing. Everybody tells me he's not even close to them as a quarterback. Like, he is below them. Like, he's not even close to them. So, my realistic expectations for Deshaun Watson is what, 200-plus passing yards and a couple of touchdowns. Don't turn the ball over, please. End every possession in a kick, an extra point, a field goal, or a punt. To me, that is realistic to ask of your starting quarterback going against the Dallas Cowboys. I don't think that's too much to ask. I don't think it is. Want to stop Parsons? Does Miles play O-line? Not going to spread a lot of receivers with the production we will need for Parsons. It's week 1. Very good point, Skinner. Plenty of games for him to throw 250 plus. I thought they let Strong go, but I heard someone this morning on the radio saying he would. No, Pierre Strong is still here, Robert. Reverse flea flicker for the game-winning pass. Ain't no stopping Parsons. Watson has to get the ball out. All right. So I see some pretty good expectations here. Have Parsons go through a lineman, tight end, and a running back to get to Watson. Run towards Parsons. Quick slant. Hate to say it, but spreading the offense out might be a bad idea. I agree with you. 18 tight end set. Can you do that? I don't know. But I agree with the sentiments in the comments. You got to be smart with the football. And we have some pretty good, realistic expectations. I am proud of you, chat. I am very proud. I don't know about the reverse flea flicker, Nathan. I don't know if we should do that. I don't know. It's a little bit too much for me right now. If I see Elijah Moore jet sweep, go for negative yards, I'm running out on the street. Make sure there are no cars in the middle of the street. 220 yards, 2 TDs, 1 pick. That's realistic. I don't like the pick. I don't like the interception. But 220 yards and a touchdowns, that is realistic. I like it. I like the numbers. If you're just tuning in, if you've been under a rock, The Browns versus the Cowboys on Fox, 425, game of the week. Tom Brady on the call. Everybody's going to be watching this football game. I think only Tampa Bay is playing in the other game, and nobody cares about Tampa Bay right now. It's Browns, it's Cowboys. Make sure you're tuned in, because if you're not tuned in, what are you doing? What are you doing? DW Ford needs to be without a turnover. I agree with that too. You don't want to turn the ball over. Put your defense in a good position to win the football game. That's what it's all about. The Browns' defense at home last year was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. On the road, that's a different story. I don't know what they were doing on the road. But at home, unstoppable. 1 hour away, they're calling it game of the week. It is the game of the week. Cowboys secondary, they can be suspect. They're without Bland. He had 9 interceptions last year. So that's a break for us. Cynthia, at least you know you're late. I'm not even going to tell you because you know. You don't like the new kickoff stuff? They're trying to make it more entertaining, less touchbacks. So we've talked about Dak versus Watson. If you just came in, who had more pressure to win? Everybody said in the comments it was Deshaun Watson, and it was Deshaun Watson by a long shot. Everybody said Deshaun had more pressure to win than Dak Prescott today. And if you just got here, breaking news, Dak Prescott is the highest paid quarterback in NFL history. And then we talked about realistic expectations for Deshaun Watson. Miss Riley, where have you been? How are you doing? Dallas run game isn't that strong. Will depend on the air attack most of the game. I didn't even know you guys didn't have Tony Pollard anymore. Speaking of Cowboys and Browns, next question. Who needs to win this game more? Who is it a must-win for? If we're being honest with ourselves, and it was truth serum, and you couldn't lie, who is this a must-win for, or is it not a must-win? Is it just one game? Browns or Cowboys? Who needs the win more? Browns or Cowboys? Let me know in the chat. Browns or Cowboys? Let me know in the chat. Y'all got Deshaun throwing 2 TDs? You know, that's tough, man. It would be Browns, Cleveland. Browns, now they must win it all. I hope so, Skinner. I hope he throws 2 today. Must win for Mike. Obviously, Browns. Browns need it more. I'm good except for COVID. I had it a couple weeks ago. Hopefully you're feeling better. Hopefully you're okay. COVID sucks. I don't think it's a must win, but it's definitely a game we need to win. Browns fans need to win more. Wife says Browns. I want to say the Browns. The Ravens lost and Philly won for the Cowgirls. Browns schedule's tougher in the AFC. Capone, what up? Must win, Watson. Both the Browns. He should throw 2 today. If he doesn't, then that's worrisome. Patrick Mahomes didn't throw 2. Sandu, are you worried about Patrick Mahomes? He didn't throw 2 touchdowns. Are you worried for him? What up, Rob? How you doing? We need to win and start the season off on a high note. Is it a must-win for either team? I'm going to say no. It's not a must win. If they both go 0-1, you are late, Rob. At least you know. If they both go 0-1, it's not the end of the season. But I will say this. You was early, Rob, and you left. You're supposed to stay. I will say this. It's not a good look to go 0-1, but it's not the end of your season. But who is it a must win or who needs it more? I'm going to say Cleveland, and not because I'm wearing their jersey, not me being a homer. Somebody said it in the chat. I don't know who said it. Their schedule's harder. Their schedule is harder. That's why they need it more. Plain and simple. Look at their schedule. It's tough. And I don't know if you guys are watching the Jacksonville game. I don't know the score anymore. Win or lose, they're pretty good. Some people were just looking at that game. Let me see if I can look at the score real fast. What is the score of that game? They're up by 3. People were looking at that game like, oh, the Browns are just going to win that game. I don't know. So that's why, for me, Cleveland has to win this game more than the Cowboys. Their division is tougher. Every team in that division can have a claim to win it. With the Cowboys division, they just got to worry about the Eagles. They're not worried about Washington. They're not worried about the Giants. The Giants? The Commanders? They're not worried about them two teams. It's just the Eagles. That's it. The Browns got to worry about the Ravens. They got to worry about the Steelers, and they got to worry about the Bengals. They are in a fight in their division. And let's not talk about the AFC. The AFC as a whole. Are you kidding me? It's a gauntlet. So, as a whole, the Browns, they need this game more. And do I got to just say, it's at home. It's a home game. You can't start off losing at home. Your fans are coming out. The Mooney lot, they showed a picture of it at like 5 a.m. already. They're trying to get in. They're ready to rock and they're ready to rumble. Okay? By the way, I watched the rest of the stream from last night. Appreciate you, Harry. Buckeyes killed them. They're ready to rumble. So it's the Browns. By a long shot. They have to win it more. Dallas loses. They got 2 wins against the Giants in the bag. 1 win guaranteed against Washington. Washington's tough at home. That one's 50-50 shot. And then they have to worry about the Eagles. So it's the Browns, and not because I'm wearing their jersey. It's just a fact. The Browns need it more. It's the first game of the season. Rob had to get groceries. Must win for Tom Brady. By the way, I got that one. Brown must win. Jumpstart the fans. A little disappointed from the one and done in the PO. What up, Saray? Come on, Falcons. Pittsburgh must be doing something good. Our defense has to start out like they did last year and dominate. We have to win today. Give us 1 game up on the Ratbirds. Is New England still winning? Somebody let me know. This will be a tough game. Dak is happy. We got to show up. We need to win like Ohio State's. Protect the house. Listen, we're not going to win like Ohio State did. That you can forget that. Ohio State played Western Michigan, and just it's Western Michigan. This is Dallas. It would be nice, but this is Dallas. And second of all, it's Ohio State. It's Ohio State. We need to start the season with a win period. So I'm just saying this. It's a must-win for the Browns, in my humble opinion. Is my opinion always right? No. Is my opinion wrong sometimes? Absolutely. Am I right sometimes? Sometimes. And when I am, I'm going to let you know about it. Patriots up 16-7. Thank you so much. Brandy, 27 months. 27? 27? Thank you so much. 27 months. Here we go. Browns football. Let's go, fam. Appreciate you, Brandy. Thank you so much for the love. Everybody that's in here, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button for me. I know you come in here. You're ready to rumble. Sometimes you forget to hit the little thumb on YouTube, but hit that thumbs up for me. It helps me, gets me up in the algorithm, gets me up where everybody says, what is this pregame show? What are they talking about? Do they know anything? Do they not? Are they yelling at a camera? Let me check it out. Hit the like for me. Greatly appreciated. As we continue to talk about the Dallas Cowboys versus the Cleveland Browns, 4:25 p.m. Eastern on Fox. If you're not here at 4:25 p.m., I am going to question myself and my sanity. I'm going to let you know that. That's it. That's all I got for you. 4:25 Fox, Browns, Cowboys. Be here. Let's get it. And if you haven't subscribed already, good job, Robert. Subscribe. Corey on Sports, where we bring the entertainment. It's my new slogan. I just thought of it right there. Corey on Sports, where we bring the entertainment. Let's get it, Cynthia. 16 months. Thank you so much. Burrow just got smashed twice. So, let's talk about the Browns' record before we get into the game. We talk about the game and we predict the game. What do you have the Browns' record being this season? I've seen a couple of it. You guys seen the game notes on the right. What do you guys have the Browns' record being this year? Put your records in there. I know you guys have been doing it all off season. As soon as you've seen the schedule, we were good. What's your prediction? 11-6, I see. Robert, 11-6 says James. I seen an 8-9 earlier from somebody. I don't know what that was. 11-6, who said it? 11-6 says Austin. Definitely longer on the channel, but had to switch cards on the phone since then. 3 games? 3? John Eagle, let's make a bet. I bet you they'll win more than 3 games. Let's make a bet. Let's put a wager on 3 games because I don't think that's a confident bet in you. I think there's something behind that 3 games. Let's put a bet on that, John. 3 games. 3. Carolina's going to win more than 3 games. Do you know how bad you have to be to win 3 games in the NFL? 3? I will bet. There's something behind that bet. I know why Harry says 5-12. I already know Harry's agenda. I already know that one. But I want to know the 3. 3? 8-9. 3? Can we stay healthy? Now, that's the question. If we can't stay healthy, I will let you change your prediction. Because I'll change mine. I'll change mine if we have injuries. 3? Man. Since you just got a field goal. Oh, come on, New England. Hold on. If New England beats Cincinnati? (10-7), I can see that. 8-9, that's, Greens from Finland, go Browns. Alu, what up? 11-6. Tweak Pat, we were looking for you yesterday, man. What up? 9-8, going to be some close, tough losses. That's respectable. Steelers up, unfortunately. What is Atlanta doing? Atlanta's not doing their job, I see. So, you got dragged to a wedding. Stay healthy. We're already down healthy in front. True. Less healthy, I should have said, Mike. Good point. If we get less healthy than what we already are. So if you put my feet to the fire and some truth serum in my veins for the record for the Cleveland Browns with the tough schedule that they have, I would go between Gmail and Tweak Pack's record. I would go between 10-7 and 11-6, give and take a game. give and take a game. They've got a tough schedule. The Browns' schedule is tough. I think it was the toughest rated schedule in the NFL. I think so, if I'm mistaken. I think they have the pieces to be very good this year. It's going to be on injuries. It's going to be the defense, how they play on the road this year, assuming they still play great at home. And it's going to be on Deshaun Watson. That is going to be how the Browns season stacks up. Injuries, the defense on the road, if they still play the same way at home, and Deshaun Watson. That's what it comes down to this season. Because their schedule this year is way harder than when it was last year. It's not even close. So we're going to see. Michaela, happy to start the season with your stream. I'm happy to have you. Give it to me straight. With Hudson, are we completely screwed? Not completely screwed. A little bit. Not completely. They're going to have to get the ball out quickly. They're going to have to give that man some help. You cannot ask him to block Micah Parsons one-on-one. That is just a travesty if they do. Give the man some help, some extra blocks, a little chip, frustrate Parsons. Don't do one-on-one. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. That is a no-no. So not completely screwed, just a teeny bit. How are you doing, Michaela? Atlanta quarterback getting beat down every play. He's going to feel it tomorrow. So I would go 11-6 or 10-7. That is what I would say for the Browns' record this year. Now, if there's a ton of injuries, I'll change my record. And I am, and you are also allowed to do so if there are a ton of injuries. 11-6 or 10-7, that is my record for the Cleveland Browns. 12-5, AAA. We don't need a QB. We have DTR. Y'all will stop disrespecting DTR. No need to draft a QB. Y'all gonna stop disrespecting DTR. Y'all need to stop disrespecting that young man. He's a future for a while. I'm about to buy a jersey. Just you gotta stop disrespecting him. Dallas at Cleveland, 4:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fox. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, now you know. And if you didn't know, I don't know where you've been. Tom Brady makes his debut. He makes his debut as the number one commentator on Fox, and he might take over Tony Romo's job as named the best commentator in the game. I don't know. Here we go. All right, we're here. Let's talk about it. Who wins today's game and why? Cowboys, Browns, 4:25 Eastern Standard Time. We've got Dak Prescott versus Deshaun Watson. We've got Micah Parsons versus Myles Garrett. We've got CeeDee Lamb versus Amari Cooper. We've got Zeke Elliott versus Jerome Ford. We got stars all over the place. Who's going to win? Why? Who's the major reason that the Cowboys win? Or who's the major reason that the Browns win? Let me know. Bet Brady's mic is deflated. Thanks for that. I'm feeling nervous, mostly excited. I want to see Amari, Jerry, and David ball out. 2nd and 5 is a solution for Micah Parsons. Always keep it respectable. I like that. Brandy after the first play of the game, trade Watson, we want DTR. After the first play, it's going to be at the coin toss. They're going to be chanting for Derek Anderson. 28-24, I win the game. Cleveland because of defense and home field advantage. Browns win because of defense. DTR isn't even dressed this game, so they're just carrying 2 quarterbacks this game. He's still the future. I don't care what nobody says. I like that man. Browns will win the game. Defense, Browns win today. Cowboys win because the Browns QB can't pass. My goodness. Another Deshaun Watson hater. My good. I mean, woo! Like I said at the beginning of the show, the highest paid quarterback in NFL history versus the most hated quarterback in NFL history. That's what this game should be dubbed as. Numbers for Jerry today. Numbers for Jerry Jeudy. That's a good one, Scott. Let me think. Browns by double digits, 27-13. Big dog Deshaun Watson making some plays with his legs and throwing some dots. 27-24 with 20 seconds left. Who wins? Second and third neutralizes Micah Parsons. 27-24 Browns. Cooper is the big dog. That's the wrong one. Sorry. Here's big dog. First biggest bust QB, Watson. Second biggest bust QB, Prescott. What about Jamarcus Russell? He gets a pass? Jeudy gets 4 catches for 38 yards. Big dog for Browns today will be JOK. DW4. Watson will be fine. Watson balls out and is the big dog today. Browns win 27-23. 21-17. Browns win. Big dog DW4. Browns, of course. What up, Julie? Browns win 24-21. I think I got everybody. Couple Watsons in there. I seen a JOK. I seen Browns defense. Cooper, Watson, and Garrett, big dogs. Wrong sound. I see everybody on the Browns so far. Get Ford out of the backfield for a pass behind Parsons' aggressive play. 30-20 says James. Johnny Football? A Johnny Football reference? Biggest bust? I hope Watson proves everyone wrong. Praying for that to happen. You know, Jix. I just want him to play good. And it's not the fact that I want him to prove everybody wrong. I just want my team to win. Jix, that's all I want. I just want my team to win. A lot of people just want to be right when it comes to Deshaun Watson. Darn their team. Some people would sacrifice their team being good just for them to be right or for a different agenda. I just want my team to win, Jix. That's it. I want to win at all costs. I don't care. I just want to win. Whoever's under center. Watson, Kevin Stefanski, DTR, Jacoby Brissett, Sandlot. I don't care. Bobby Boucher. You feel me, Jix? I just want to win. No ulterior motive for me. I just want to win. You feel me, Jix? Jerry, 6 catches, 75 yards. I like those numbers, Scott. I like those numbers. I'll take that for his debut in the Browns uniform. Biggest bust, Ryan. Ooh, Ryan Leaf, John. I forgot about him. Big dog, David Njoku. Big dog, Amari Cooper. Big dog, Garrett. Garrett getting some love. Amari Cooper getting some love. How are they covering CeeDee Lamb, playing fire with man coverage? I agree. CeeDee Lamb is going to be a problem. Dak Prescott's favorite target. It's not even close. Not even close. You cannot cover him one-on-one. As much as I love Denzel Ward, he can't cover CeeDee Lamb one-on-one. Martin Emerson can't cover him one-on-one. They're going to have to pick their spots when they play man today. You can't give a heavy dose of man. The Browns love to play man. You can't cover CD one-on-one. I double them at times. There's no other receiver that scares me on Dallas. There's not. Gallup doesn't scare me. Noah Brown, is he still there? He doesn't scare me. Or is he on the Texans? I forget. I think he's on the Texans now. There's no receiver that scared me. The tight end, I forget his name again, Dag Nabbit. Now, their tight end, now that's another, now he's a weapon that puts a little fear in me. A little fear, because the Browns have always had a little trouble with tight ends. But, other than that, other than their tight end, I'm not scared of any other weapon they have of the receiver caliber. Now, Dallas fans could tell me I'm tripping, and that's fine. I trip a lot. What up, Virgin Hawk? How you doing? How are you doing, my guy? Jake Ferguson is his name. Jake Ferguson is who you need to watch out for if you're the Browns inside the red zone. Dak Prescott loves this man. How do I know? He won me money on FanDuel, okay? Jake Ferguson. Watch out for him. He is a key in this football game. We all know about CeeDee Lamb, their best offensive player, their best skill player. Brandon Cooks. I forgot about Brandon Cooks. He's good. I take back what I said. Brandon Cooks. He's good too. I wish he was on the Browns when we tried to get him. Brandon Cooks is good. I will not disrespect him. Okay? Put Miles on. Stop it, Michael. Miles on CeeDee Lamb. Win, nothing else matter. Joke, big dog. Wrong one. Steelers just intercepted Kirk Cousins. So, I think the key is going to be keeping Dallas in 3rd and 8 and above so they can pin their ears back to get after Dak Prescott. And the Browns offense is going to need to score points, get a lead. I think at the beginning of the game, I know people are not going to want to hear this. People expect the Browns offense to come out, even though they watch football this weekend, especially the Thursday and Friday night game. And the first quarter's been kind of sluggish, and they expect the Browns offense to just come out and score the first 4 possessions. It's not going to happen. They're going to start off slow and pick up as they go, but I hope they pick up faster than what I expect. But I expect the first couple of drives, maybe the first quarter, to be slow for Cleveland. Cynthia, 5 gifty wifties. Cynthia! Thank you, Cynthia, for the 5 gifty wifties. Jix, JoJo Boyd, my guy, Jay Loyal, IDK, Matt Cyphers. 5 gifty wifties. If you are here, give a shout out to Cynthia for giving you a gifted membership. Watch for Jalen Tolbert 3rd round. Could do some damage if they aren't paying attention. Now, Cool Breeze is a Cowboys fan, so he would know. I only know about the ones I know. CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, and Jake Ferguson. Those are the 3 I know about. So he's also telling us to watch out for Jalen Tolbert. Cousins is a waste of money. It's going to take 3 games for the offense to get on their feet. Chief knows he's speaking facts, but people don't want to hear facts. I'm telling you that right now. They don't want to hear that. They want game 1, first quarter, first drive, 70-yard drive, touchdown. Second drive, touchdown. Third drive, touchdown. Fourth drive, touchdown. 28 to whatever Dallas gets. That's what they want. That's what they expect. That's not going to happen. But hopefully they get it going as the game goes. Vrabel starting at LT. But thank you for all of your predictions and big dogs. Now, before I give you my big dog in my prediction one last time, if you haven't already, hit that like button, please. Cynthia, thank you for the 5 gifty wifties. 5 new members to the channel. You now have emotes. You now have access to member streams only. During regular streams throughout the week, your comments get highlighted throughout the streams, and you appear on the screen. So make sure you come to the streams. Ladies and gentlemen, 15 months, Mike, where is Miles? Now, we already know we're going to hear that. Oh, my goodness. That's going to make me want to just throw up.
Here comes the money. Here we go.
15 months.
Here comes the money.
Appreciate you. So make sure, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We are here for 25. Make no mistake, this will be a sloppy, ugly game. You are not. 36 have hit the like button, Robert. 36 people have hit the like button. I'm going to go to my big dog of the game. My big dog of the game is Myles Garrett. And here's why. Hopefully, Watson learned from Flacco and throws into Njoku, and he learned not to throw interceptions. I hope he learned from Flacco's good and his bad. Use Njoku and don't throw interceptions. Learn from his good and his bad. No interception throwing and throw to David Njoku. I agree, but don't forget the bad. He was a turnover machine. I agree. Throw to Njoku. Don't throw to the other team. Okay. My big dog of the game is Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is my big dog. And here's why. First game of the year, he has on the other side opposed to him is Micah Parsons, a supreme primary candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. Going against him. Hello. Coming to your field on your turf. It is time. It is now to defend what you own. Your offense. I can guarantee it's not going to look like everybody wants it to look this first game of the year. It's going to be on your defense to hold court. Hold serve, as they would say in tennis, but this is football. Myles Garrett, the leader of the defense. The leader of the team right now, if we're being honest. Defensive Player of the Year reigning. No matter what people want to say, they can go cry in a river, cry in a corner, talk to a tic-tac. I don't care. He's going to have to be the man to step up. He's going to have to be the man to be the big dog of the game to get the Browns to win. The highest quarterback in NFL history is on the other side, and his jersey needs to start white and end green when the game is over. Whether Myles Garrett is the one giving the sacks or if Myles Garrett is the one getting triple teamed and somebody else is getting the sack. I think he's the big dog of the game. If he's not, I don't know if the Browns win this game because the defense needs to find a way to dominate. So I think Myles Garrett causes at least 1 to 2 sacks and is responsible for another couple of sacks. Pressure Dak Prescott, force a turnover or two, set up your offense for success, for the Browns to win. Myles Garrett is my big dog. I'm wearing his jersey, for God's sakes. Let's go, Myles Garrett. I'll be talking about the giveaway during the watch party. We'll be talking about the giveaway, Brandy. I have not forgotten. I have not forgotten. What does that even mean? My screen don't refresh unless I do it. Then I have to sit through a YouTube commercial and miss your commentary. Hello, Tylene. You renewed your Patreon. Thank you, Cynthia. Bengals lost. New England won. As a fan of Dallas, I love Parsons, but I fear Myles. Cincinnati lost. We got to pray for a Falcons Hail Mary miracle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for the prediction. My prediction. It looks like everybody is on Cleveland except Cool Breeze. I think I seen everybody pick Cleveland that I was looking here. Cool Breeze, a Dallas fan. He's picked his Cowboys, which he should. If you're a Dallas fan, you should pick your Cowboys. If you're a Browns fan, you should pick your Browns. Unless you think the Cowboys are going to win, then you pick the Cowboys. That's how it works. This is a tough game for me to pick. If you would have asked me a couple of weeks ago, I would pick Dallas. I am not going to lie to you. I am not a liar. I would pick the Cowboys to win this football game because I have no clue what my offense is going to look like. My offense have not took a snap during the preseason. I don't know what they look like. Both our tackles are missing. Going against Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence in the crew, I don't know what's going to happen. So if you asked me 7 days ago, I would have picked Dallas and not think twice about it because I had no emotions picking. I was picking with my brain and not my heart, and I would pick the Cowboys to win. But that was 7 days ago. And now my heart is involved with my pick instead of my brain. And that's a bad combination when you go to pick something. Your heart takes over. It's like going to the store when you're hungry. That's a bad combination. So, my prediction, I'm going with the Browns to beat the Cowboys by 4, 24-20. How confident am I in this pick? Not confident at all because I don't know. I don't know. It's the first game of the year, but I am going to lean that this Browns defense is able to contain Dallas's. What does that mean? The Cowboys offense to win this football game. The Browns get 24. They outlast the Cowboys in a tight game, 24-20. They lead with a game victory. Deshaun Watson does enough for the Browns to win. 1-0 is all you can ask for when you are doing a prediction. You are winning a game. You win how you win. Will it be pretty? I don't know. Will it be ugly? Maybe. But a win's a win. An ugly win, a pretty win. You're still 1-0. At the end of the day, I pick the Browns. And I picked with my heart. Don't break it. I'm just saying we don't need Texas Longhorns in Dallas to win this week. Shout out to Texas. Texas, thank you. Thank you, Texas, for doing your thing. I appreciate you. And I will see you all in about 25 minutes for the watch party. Get your nerves out. Get your food. Whatever you do, and come on back. Because we got Browns, we got Cowboys, we got them all. Until next time, it's all love. Peace.